Hi guys, welcome back to another video. And today is a special video because this is my 10th upload to YouTube. This is my 10th video, and for today I thought I'd do something just a little bit different. And the topic for today's video is what I've learned as a brand new YouTuber and what I wish I would have known before starting. The idea of the video is to get a perspective from someone that is as new as I am. So I wanted to put out there things that I've learned so far, things that I've changed already in my videos, some do's and don'ts if you're thinking of starting a channel, and hopefully it might give you some insight if you're thinking of making a channel yourself as to what you can expect when you start. Now, I'm certainly not any kind of YouTube guru. I'm still very new. I haven't got a clue what I'm doing still, but I thought I would at least share my experiences of it so far, with this being the 10th video. So there's lots of advice videos out there on YouTube already giving guidance to people that are wanting to start a channel. There's even videos out there from people that are still classed as new YouTubers, but I'm unsure if there's any out there from people that is as new as I am. So I'm gonna quit ribbiting and I'm just gonna get on into it. I don't even need to ask you the reason why you are wanting to make a YouTube video, because the majority of people will say it's to make an income because YouTubers get paid. That will be the majority of the answers. And in the small minority, people just want to do something for fun and just to upload their everyday lives or their hobby and share it with people without any expectations from it. But in reality, most people want to get paid from YouTube, and that is the reason they want to make a channel. This is definitely not an easy process. Just putting it out there, I haven't reached monetization yet. I haven't reached the requirements for it yet. I'm still working my way up there. So in case you didn't know, in order to get monetized, you have to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time before you're eligible for the monetization program from YouTube. If you are wanting to start a YouTube channel for that purpose of making money, then you have to know that it's not as simple as just uploading a video and hey ho, you're going to get like thousands and thousands of views and that'll be it. If you're very lucky and you happen to have your video blow up on your first go, then you would be incredibly lucky. If you're expecting to be paid within your first month of doing YouTube, then that is probably a very high expectation. But hey ho, if it happens to you, then excellent, congratulations, that is fabulous. But if you expect the worst possible case scenario, like you're gonna have to work for a long period of time before you reach those targets, and if it happens in a shorter space of time, then that's just a bonus. There's several factors that you have to take into consideration when making videos for YouTube with the intention of getting paid. If you upload videos, for example, of you running down the street with a shitty phone camera that looks like it's off something from Minecraft, then you're probably not going to get a lot of views, you're probably not going to get a lot of subscribers, and it's not going to be anything interesting. You can't just put absolute random crap. Like, I've seen videos put up of people squealing for absolutely no reason, where it's all blurry and fuzzy and everything, and it's just not going to happen. For monetization, videos like that is not going to happen. You can't have them all pixelated and, as I say, looking like something off Minecraft. Your video quality has to be pretty good. It's okay to start off when using a mobile phone, but if you do happen to have a DSLR camera or if you have a decent compact camera, then that's good enough to film on. But most importantly, the content that you're providing has to be of interest, and the best way to get yourself noticed and put out there is by covering topics that is already popular. For example, makeup tutorials or challenges, or something like cooking or baking. If you're a singer and you're an artist and you can do cover songs, things like that that's already popular on YouTube tend to do well. So you find out what it is that you're good at, or you find out what it is that you're wanting to put out there on YouTube. As they call it in YouTube land, a niche. When I started, I didn't have a flipping clue what the hell a niche was. I didn't have the foggiest. But a niche is an area of interest for you that you want to put out there. You have to expect to put in a lot of time and a lot of effort into your editing as well once you've recorded your video. And the thumbnails that you see for videos as well has to be in a pretty good resolution and of high quality to get noticed. When uploading your video, the best thing for you to do then is to promote it on social media such as Facebook or Twitter or Instagram or anything else that you've got, so then your friends and family can see and hopefully they can support you. The issue that I've found since I started a couple of months ago was that people are wanting to give up way too easily and way too quickly. They're 2 videos in and they're not getting a lot of views, they're not getting any subscribers, then they want to pack it in and give up. The thing is, you have to stick at it in order to reach that goal of 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers. You have to keep putting the content out there. And that brings me to my next point of content and how often you should upload in order for it to make a difference. If you're going to upload once a month, don't really expect anything as far as views and subscribers go. YouTube is able to pick up when someone is posting on a regular basis and they're getting enough interaction and feedback back on their videos. This is known as the YouTube algorithm, which is something I'm still getting used to, and to be honest, my brain is still a little bit boggled by it. It's a learning process and it's not something you're going to get overnight. It's with time and practice that it's all going to come together for you. The best thing for you to do to get noticed by the YouTube algorithm is to upload on a consistent basis. This keeps you floating about in the system, and as long as you're posting quality content in an area of interest that others can relate to, then that's where you get more subscribers and more views. The more subscribers and the more views you have, the more the algorithm is going to notice and pick up, and they will push your videos to be viewed and recommended. To start off with, if you upload a video twice a week, that is going to be plenty and enough to get you started. If you do that consistently every single week, then you'll notice your subscribers and your views will go up. Bearing in mind what I said earlier, that this is a lot of hard work to keep on top of the editing process, bringing everything together, getting your content together, and the recording, which can be time consuming as well. Just to give you a little idea, my first video happened to be a review video, and it was 30 minutes long, which would normally be kind of long, but to film that video it took me about 4 hours to do it, and then to edit, to say I'd never edited before, it took me 2 days. For me, as time has gone on and the more videos I've done, the editing has become a much quicker process for me. If you have no other commitments in your life and you can upload 3 times a week, then feel free to go ahead and try that. But remember that it's always going to be quality that wins over quantity. So try not to upload every day because that could be a hot mess. So remember, YouTube algorithm, uploading twice a week, maybe 3 times a week, depending on your schedule. Good quality videos, nice thumbnail, covering a topic that people like and people are searching for and wanting, and there you go. You will slowly see growth on your channel. However, this is the next point that I found out the hard way, and it made me sad. Subscribers. Let's talk about subscribers for a second. When you are new to YouTube and you start getting subscribers, you become happy and excited and you think, oh, someone's interested in watching my content. Woo, I've got a subscriber. You know, you get excited and giddy and everything, and that's fine. There is something stupid going on in social media world when it comes to subscribers. So when you sign up to YouTube, you have to adhere to certain rules and regulations. If you are found to break these rules and regulations, you could risk your channel being taken down and scrapped. So goodbye to any watch time that you've got, and goodbye to monetization. There is a thing out there called sub for sub, or subscriber for subscriber. This is very bad. Don't do it. Let's say, for example, you join a YouTube community Facebook page, which there's loads about. The idea of these Facebook pages for YouTubers is for people to support each other and to get advice on content or their thumbnails or something like that. A lot of these groups actually allow, or it's not monitored properly, comments to do with sub for sub. This is where another YouTuber may comment on your post if you're asking for advice, and they'll just comment sub for sub. What they're asking for is for you to subscribe to their channel, and in return they will subscribe to yours. And most of these people will promise to be long-term subscribers. So technically this is cheating. Not only is it cheating, but it can't be relied upon, because more times than not, the subscribers that will end up subscribing to you will unsubscribe and your subscriber count will go down. If you go for a sub for sub and say you've jumped 1,000 subscribers in one day, YouTube is going to notice that. They're going to know it's cheating. They're going to know it's sub for sub, and that's when you can get your channel into trouble. It's simply not worth it. If you are okay with slow and steady growth and organic growth, then that is probably the best route to stick to rather than going for sub for sub. I absolutely hated this. Probably within my first 2 weeks of YouTube, I was getting these sub for sub comments, and I think some people did subscribe to my channel and then unsubscribed a few hours later or the following day, and then my subscriber count went down. And to be honest, for me personally, if I'm doing something, if I'm creating something, I want to do everything from scratch. So then if and when I reach those milestones of 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers, I can feel happy and chuffed and proud of myself that I've done it the slow and steady way, and I've done it without cheating. But that's just me personally. So remember, no subs for subs, okay? Just say no thank you. If anybody was to ever send you a message or contact you on social media and go, oh, you sub for sub, it's really irritating and annoying. You get loads of messages like that. Just ignore them. or delete, so just stay away, okay? Now on to how to get the growth. As soon as you've made your channel, start popping it out there on your Facebook profile, ask some of your friends to subscribe, and do go ahead and have a look out for some YouTube support pages. When I started out, I was probably a part of maybe 6 or 7 groups, and now I'm down to just 1 because of the amount of posts. Honestly, my newsfeed on Facebook was just filled with sub for sub posts, and it was just pissing me off. So I got rid of the whole lot of them. They weren't being beneficial towards me. Now I'm just with 1, and that one is called Women of YouTube. Now guys, as I said, I'm not a YouTube guru. Currently, in this moment in time, I have 32 subscribers, and I've been knocking about for 2 months. Didn't actually post anything for a month because I had some family issues that was going on, so I couldn't film. I have a lot of catching up to do. So I have my cool little 32 subscribers. At the minute, I'm fine with that. I'm not worried about that. It'll take as long as it takes. But to be honest, when I first started my channel, I wasn't expecting anything out of it. I just wanted to see how it would go. And to be honest, as far as a niche for me, 10 videos in, I'm still trying to figure that out. I don't think I've fully got an idea of what niche I want to be in. I have some review videos up. I've started a journey series to do with modelling photography. I do intend to do some odd daily vlogs here and there, but I don't fully know exactly what I want to dedicate this channel to, which is why it's kind of a bit of a mix-up at the minute. I'll keep experimenting with various videos, different types of videos, and see which ones maybe I particularly enjoy, or I'll see what kind of feedback I get from them. Don't be afraid to experiment with different kinds of videos, different kinds of topics. I'm still learning. I still think I'm in the very, very early stages of learning everything about YouTube and making videos. If you are a subscriber of mine and you've watched all my videos, you may have noticed in this video that I haven't included an intro. So I am making changes to certain things about my channel just to see how it goes. So when you've created a YouTube channel and you start uploading videos, you're able to track those videos and see how they're doing as far as views go and as far as audience retention goes. And this all falls under YouTube Studio. So YouTube Studio will be where you upload your video to, where you create your title and your tags for your video as well. The tags are important and they'll help you rank in search. So as an example, I've done review videos, I've done a couple of tanning review videos. So when I've uploaded a tan video, my tags would be tan review, or let's say I use Bali Body, so it'd be Bali Body tanning review, or Bali Body, or because I'm pale and ginger and fun stuff like that, I've put tanning for pale skin. So you use certain keywords that's in relation to the video that you've uploaded. All these tags help you rank in search when somebody is looking for a tan review. Now of course you're probably going to be mixed in there with loads of other YouTubers that have like thousands of subscribers and their content is just constantly blowing up. As someone that's starting off, there is a way for you to see what kind of tags that they have used, and that's by using a program called TubeBuddy, which is something that I use. Once you've downloaded TubeBuddy, there is an option for paying, which is advisable because you get more use out of the tools, but there is still some things that you can do in the free version. Once this is downloaded, it's then attached to your extensions on your browser. If you click on another YouTuber's video, and say that YouTuber is someone that's already blown up and someone that has thousands of subscribers, as I say, you can see what tags they've used, and if you have a video that is in the same category as theirs and it's the same topic, then you can go ahead and use some of those tags. And that way there's a possibility that your video could be recommended alongside that person's video. When you're tracking the progress of your video, the first 2 hours is crucial once you've uploaded your video, and more especially the first 24 hours, because that's how long it'll take time to get through the YouTube algorithm, and the algorithm will determine whether to push your video out anymore depending on the interaction that you've already had, like in the comment section on your video, or the amount of likes that you get and the amount of views that you get. You're able to see in YouTube Studio how your video is doing as far as the analytics is concerned. If your video is getting featured by YouTube, or if it's being suggested alongside another video. But most importantly, I think, to see if your videos are doing well or not, you need to keep an eye on the audience retention. This tells you at what point people start to look away from your video. If there's something in particular that you do in your video and you've noticed that people are leaving your video at a particular point, then that means that that particular thing that you do in the video, it's not liked and it's deterring people away. You don't want that. You want people to keep watching your video. This is a massive learning curve for me. 10 videos in, and I think I've kind of figured out how I can change things up myself. This is the first video that I've used and it hasn't included the intro. When I've been looking back over the last few days on my audience retention, I've noticed I'm losing a large amount of viewers during the time of my introduction. So to shake things up a bit and just to see how it goes, I've decided to take my introduction out. But that's the one thing that I've noticed when I looked back on the audience retention of all my videos, that I've lost the majority of them during my introduction. Bear that in mind when you're going to make a video and when you're going to make a channel. Think about your introduction. If you do really want to have an introduction, don't have it tremendously long. The whole thing is going to take time and practice. For me personally, on my channel, I'm starting to think of ways to change things up a little bit. As I said, the first thing being my introduction being gone. I'm also being aware of my background as well. To me, like, wrong side, here, this space looks very empty. There's not a lot going on here. You know, I'm not too bad with the light. I think the light's, you know, it's okay. I quite like that light. But I'm thinking of changing the background up a little bit. Bearing in mind, if you're starting, be aware of your background. Try and have something in there that isn't too busy and too crowded, but something that's quite pretty as well. This will cost you money. If you don't have a setting that looks nice, you're probably going to have to buy things to make the setting look quite pretty. In my case, I need to do a trip to B&M and get some shelves or plants or something like that and make this look a bit prettier. Something. I need to do something else with the background, so that's something I'm currently thinking of at the moment. It's not the be all and end all or anything, because my camera's pretty decent, the lighting is pretty okay, but it's bugging me. This space is starting to bug me, so I'm going to change that. All of this information that I've got isn't stuff that I've figured out myself. I've had to look into it. I've had to search for other YouTubers to give advice, people that are way more experienced than me, so then I can figure out how to work this YouTube thing. If you guys are wanting an even more in-depth explanation and a bucket load of information, I strongly recommend you go and check out Annie Dubé's channel. I'll link her channel down below. I've been getting all of my advice off her. Her channel has managed to blow up just recently, and she's been working on YouTube, as far as I know, for over a year anyway. It only took one video for it to happen to her, and then since then she's just been constantly growing and growing and growing, and that girl has seriously got things figured out as far as the YouTube algorithm goes. Annie has got a shitload of videos on this topic on how to grow your channel, and I strongly advise that you go and check her out, because as I said, I'm not a YouTube guru. I've decided to make this video as a complete newbie and letting you know of my experiences so far. I haven't gotten this shit down yet. I don't think I'm anywhere near getting it down yet, but I'm getting there. I'm a stubborn arse. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep plodding on. Haven't got a clue what my niche is, but it's right. It's okay. We'll get there. We'll figure it out in the end. If you're not sure what you're doing, don't worry. You will figure it out in the end as well. Just film something. Something. Anything. Just film something. The hardest part is getting the first video up. Once you're getting the first video up, you'll want to do it again, because you will have people viewing your first video. Doesn't matter if it's 2 viewers or 200 viewers, it doesn't matter. You will get views, and it'll encourage you to keep going. But as I said, it's not going to happen overnight, or the chances are slim that it's going to happen overnight. It's hard work, it's annoying, it's exhausting. There's times you want to give up and you want to quit. I strongly advise against doing that. If you are wanting to attempt to get monetized, then stick to it. Keep it going. Keep the flow. Be happy, enjoy the experience, enjoy changing things up, and experiment. Absolutely experiment until you find whatever it is that's going to be working for your channel, because I'm still figuring that out, and I'm fine going along with the journey. So remember, good quality camera, no Minecraft pixelated images, no sub for sub. Stay away from that. Promote to your friends, promote to your Facebook, your social media. Plaster yourself everywhere. But most importantly of all, enjoy every single second of it. I'm gonna shut up now. I'm kind of done. There's so much more to do with this, but I am way too inexperienced to explain all of that, because I'm still figuring out myself. I wanted to put out there the initial experience and the initial things you're going to come across, so then you'll know what to expect. If you have stuck with me all the way to the end, then thank you very much. It is so much appreciated. Thank you for joining me on my 10th video. Don't forget to like this video if it was helpful for you in any way, and please do subscribe to see what other weird random stuff that I'm just going to be coming out with, and click that notification bell so then you don't miss an upload as soon as it's uploaded. Don't forget to check out my social media. Search Jenzoid on Instagram, Jenzoid Life on Twitter, and Jenzoid Uncut and Uncensored on Facebook. That's it for now, my peeps. Have a fab-dabba-dozy day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.